And when the Ammonites made war against Israel, the elders of Gilead went to bring Jephthah from the land of Tob. And they said to Jephthah, "Come and be our leader, that we may fight against the Ammonites." Verse 7, but Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "Did you not hate me and drive me out of my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you are in distress?" Verse 8, and the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "That is why we have turned to you now, that you may go with us and fight against the Ammonites and be our head over the inhabitants of Gilead." So in desperation, the elders of Gilead sought Jephthah's leadership. Why? Because he was a mighty warrior. That's what the Bible said. That he was a prostitute's son didn't matter anymore. Right? But note, for the first time in this story, Yahweh was not mentioned as the one who raised the judge. It was not Yahweh. Approaching Jephthah was simply birthed out of human expediency without consulting the Lord. It was a human decision. So as Israel's covenant keeper, Yahweh was always ready to deliver who? Deliver Israel under the suzerain and vassal relationship. Now we spoke about this ancient Near East, this form of ancient Near East treaty, the suzerain vassal. In his role, Yahweh as the suzerain, the sovereign ruler, the most superior ruler, he covenanted himself to Israel to defend, to bless her. Israel as the vassal and his servant. But the Gileadites preferred to go to Jephthah for help and were even willing to submit to the condition he placed upon them. Now imagine with me, you've just been retrenched from your company because you were regarded as the least valuable member of the team. But overnight, suddenly your particular skill set is called for and has become indispensable. So your company literally begs you, to rejoin them. Anybody faced something like that? Huh? Now how you respond will show us the moral fiber that you have. So how did Jephthah respond? He said, "It's payback time. It's payback time." He demanded a guarantee from the elders before agreeing to help them. So verse 9 says, Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "If you bring me home again to fight against the Ammonites, and the Lord gives them over to me, I will be your head." Verse 10, and the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "The Lord will be witness between us if we do not do as you say." See, the elders had no choice but to accede to his terms. Although they didn't want him, but at this moment, they needed him. He was just a pawn in their plan, a means to their end. But Jephthah, at the same time, also saw a golden opportunity right before him. He had an opportunity to do what? To take his revenge. So he played along, knowing that as they desired to use him, so he will also use the situation against them. Was he interested in delivering them? I don't think so. He only agreed to further his own cause. So in this world, we are used to what? We're used to using and being used by people. But let me warn you, don't use God to further your own ends. Don't feign obedience to Him so that you can get Him on your side. Don't only cry out to Him when you need Him. Don't reject Him and His Lordship when you are in a prosperous, safe, and secure time. Don't ignore, don't brush Him off when you don't need Him. Don't be like the Gileadites who didn't really want Jephthah, but they needed him for such a time. See, friends, our God will not be used. Seek Him at all times. Know that God relents to help us because of who He is. And who is He? He's a God, gracious, merciful, slow to anger, abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness, forgiving iniquity, transgression, and sin.